Hi, this is Kay, and welcome to this meditation on letting go. So first, just find a comfortable place to sit or lie down and just settle in, and we'll get started. So we're going to start with a short exercise that will help our bodies to release tension and let go. So we're going to start with our hands. Take your hands and make a fist. Make it tense and take that tension up through your arms, your elbows, upper arms, and just hold on to that tension for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, let go and release the tension. Next, let's move into our shoulders. So tighten those shoulders. Maybe they come up by your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold that tension right there in that upper body. Take a breath and release and let go. Now we're going to hold on to tension in our face. So squeeze the eyes closed. Maybe squeeze the lips together. Clench your jaw a little bit. Maybe you feel that tension in your ears and just hold the tension. And then exhale, release and soften. Next, we're going to press our heels down. And then we're going to tighten our calves, our shins, our knees, our thighs, our glutes, and just hold tension in the lower half of your body. And when your body is ready to let it go, let all that muscular tension go and release and relax. And one last time, we're going to take that tension into our entire body. So we're going to tense our head, our shoulders, our arms, our torso, our glutes, our legs, everything. Hold on to that tension for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, release and let go of all of that tension. And as you slowly begin to let everything go, everything begins to settle down. Perhaps your breathing slows down and your heart rate slows down. Just relaxing and let your body just relax into whatever is underneath you, your chair or your bed. Feeling heavy, coming into a state of restful relaxation. There's nothing to do but just this, here and now. So relax and just listen to this meditation. So during that practice that we just did about holding on to tension and then releasing tension was all about finding a way to let go in our bodies. But as we go through this meditation, we're going to extend that sense of release into our minds and our thoughts. We can consciously choose to let go of things that cause us discomfort. We can create space for greater peace and well-being in our mind and in our thoughts. So as we move into this meditation, let's just keep an open mind of the possibility that we can let go, and that by letting go, we can create peace and well-being. So the Buddha understood something profound about the human condition. He saw that most of our suffering does not come from what is happening to us at this moment, but it is our inability to let go of what has happened in our past that causes us suffering. We hold on to old stories, to old relationships, to versions of ourselves that no longer exist. And as we hold on, we reject what life is offering us right now in this moment. Buddha said that attachment to past events is like holding onto a burning rope. The longer we grip it, the more it burns our hands, but for some reason we hold on anyway. We don't realize that all we have to do is feel the pain and then of our own accord open up our hands and just let it go. This process of letting go is not about, quickly removing something that's hurting us. It's more about realizing that, oh, this is hurting me. I don't like this. I'm going to let go of this, and do it with awareness and with compassion for yourself. So by recognizing the pain and consciously deciding to let go, we free ourselves of any bad feelings about it, any bitterness or any hostility. But we learn to let go with kindness and acceptance. Letting go is an act of self-care, a gentle release that allows us to heal, let go, move forward without carrying all of the weight of the past. Letting go is not giving up or admitting defeat. Letting go is a returning to our authentic selves. So Buddha also said that the longest journey begins with one single step. We don't need to walk the whole path today. We just need to take this first step, and then the next, and the one after that. And over time, those small steps carry us to our destination. So as we listen to this guided meditation, we are taking a step to letting go of what no longer serves us in our lives. So let's start about thinking about our past. We all have memories. Some are filled with joy and happiness, and others are filled with pain and discomfort. These experiences, both positive and negative, shape who we are and influence our present state of mind. It's natural to cherish and hold on to happy moments in our lives. These memories offer us comfort and motivation and a sense of fulfillment. They can provide reassurance during challenging times and remind us of the joy and the connection we had with that experience. However, just as we hold on to positive memories, we are also inclined to hold on to those memories that aren't as comfortable, that bring us discomfort. We might have feelings of resentment or anger, remembering hurtful words or actions that someone said to us that we hold on to in our minds and our hearts. And sometimes we even carry some guilt and some baggage about things that we have done or said to other people. So this process of letting go is one of the most challenging spiritual lessons we can encounter. It requires us to release people that we once loved, to move beyond versions of ourselves that we have outgrown, and to let go of situations that have caused us pain or discomfort. This letting go does not mean that we are losing something. In the act of granting ourselves permission to create space for something new and healthier connections, and a more positive outlook for the future. Deepak Chopra says, in the process of letting go, you will lose many things from your past, but you will find yourself. When we hold on to the past, we block the flow of what is trying to reach us in the present right now. When we trust the process, we begin to understand that when we let go, it is often because something better is trying to find its way into our lives. Letting go opens us to possibilities of growth and change and a renewed sense of well-being. Moving forward does not mean that the past disappears. It just means that it no longer controls our present. We can carry the lessons that we learned from those past experiences, but we leave the painful part of it behind. So just imagine one of those challenging things from your past that has left you feeling unsettled or caused you pain, and the first thing we want to do is just acknowledge that there was something to be learned from that event. And from then, we recognize that it might be time, it is now time to let it go. So visualize that experience and take it and put it in a box, with compassion and care. And once the memory is secured in the box, see yourself taking the box and storing it away somewhere safe, away from your everyday view, so you won't see it every day. By doing this, you ensure that the memory is no longer constantly present, or that it's no longer taking up valuable space in your daily life. That box remains accessible should you ever feel you want to revisit it, but it is your choice whether you take it out of storage. So the simple act of setting it aside allows you to create distance from the memory, providing yourself freedom to focus on the present and to invite peace and healing into your life. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Settling in, we're going to go through that process of holding on and letting go in our bodies again. So once again, let's start with our hands, squeezing your hands, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms. Just squeeze them and hold them really tightly. Don't forget to breathe. And then when you can't stand it anymore, let it go. Now let's take that tightness into our shoulders and our upper body. So tightening the shoulders, maybe they come up towards your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades and hold that tension until you're ready to let it go. And then release and settle. Now we're moving that tension up into our face, into our head. So squeezing the eyes, the eyebrows, the temples, the ears, the jaw, the cheeks, the lips, holding and holding. And when you're ready, letting your face just soften, letting go of that tension. Now we're going to press down into our heels, tighten our calves and our shins, our knees, our thighs, our glutes, just the lower part of our body, holding that tension there, holding until you don't want it anymore, and then release. Feel free of the tension, and then maybe you feel some heaviness in your body as you settle in. Now we're going to take that tension into our entire body. So start wherever you want and just squeeze all of your muscles, your head, your shoulders, your torso, your lower body, holding and holding until you don't want to hold on to it anymore. And you let it go. And you relax. And you release all of that tension. So it's important for us to recognize that we don't need to continue to carry the burdens. Like in the process we just did, we had that tension and we had a choice to let it go. So we don't need to continue carrying burdens. We can give ourselves permission to just let it go. We have the power to let those burdens and past memories go and be stored away. And sometimes we might think that holding on to these things is a sign of strength. But it takes much more strength to let them go than it does to hold on to them. It may be that these things we are holding become so much a part of us, they're embedded in us, so we hesitate to let them go. We feel that by letting them go, we are letting go of a part of ourselves. And perhaps we are. But change is necessary to find that peace that we desire. It's true that the memories of the past remain a part of who we are. These experiences have shaped our understanding and contributed to our personal growth. However, even as we acknowledge and honor these memories, we do not allow them to dictate our present actions, our emotions in the present moment. By consciously choosing not to let past events control us, we create space for healing and openness to new possibilities in our lives. This approach allows us to carry forward the lessons that we learned while leaving behind the pain, empowering us to focus on the present and embrace positive change. As you let go, openness arises, allowing yourself the freedom to recognize the gift that letting go brings into your life. Grant yourself permission to heal and to move on. Feel a sense of lightness come over your body as this burden has been lifted. And then maybe you notice how your body begins to relax as you let go. Your emotions settle, your mind becomes receptive to new possibilities. So as you ponder what your life has been, you realize you learn from every experience, and you are wiser because of each one. If you're willing to let something go today, you won't forget. It was just time to set this thing aside, to let it be, and to move on. As you do this, you might feel a sense of wonder and freedom. This was created by letting go. You might wonder, what comes next? What happens now? Something you have wanted to do now has the space to come into your life. And Deepak Chopra says, the past is gone. Right now, I am free. Right now, I can choose joy. Letting go of the past and stepping into a new chapter might feel overwhelming, but it is also an opportunity for personal growth and new possibilities. By choosing to embrace this new space with curiosity and optimism, you open yourself to experiences that can help you grow and evolve. Setting clear intentions for what you desire allows you to move forward with a purpose, trusting in your abilities, giving you confidence to navigate territory that may not be so familiar. Allow yourself the space to flourish and bloom at your own pace. Practice kindness towards yourself, acknowledging and celebrating even the smallest victories along the way. Continue moving forward with grace and determination, keeping your focus on building a brighter future. Remember, you possess the strength and the resilience needed to create something wonderful. Welcome the unknown with open arms, knowing that each step brings you closer to the life that you want. The new year is a blank page, and you are allowed to write a new story. And actually, each day is a new page where you can begin to write a new story. You don't have to repeat the old patterns. You don't have to carry the weight of the past. You can choose new habits, setting new boundaries, having new dreams, and just finding a new way to show up for yourself. Nothing changes overnight, but everything changes the moment you decide that you deserve more. Just settling into your body. Enjoying this time of peace and serenity. Noticing your thoughts. Maybe thinking about something you want to let go of so that you can move forward in your life. And as you're ready, bring your awareness back into your body. You can choose to end this practice right as you are. If you're laying down and your body feels like sitting up, just be kind and move at your own pace. And now we're just take our hands, bring our palms together and rub them back and forth. That's going to create some heat in the palms of our hands. And then take your right hand and put it on your heart. Take your left hand and put it on top of your right. Just feel the weight of those hands on your chest, the warmth of your own touch. I'm just going to take 5 breaths here at your own pace. This process is just a good way to bring yourself back into your body, to connect with where you are right now, lying down, sitting up, wherever you might be. And I thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice, and hope you find what you want as you're letting go. Let your intention and your intuition guide you. Namaste.